Okay, first I'm going to draw the one on the left side. And before I use the chalk, I'm going to use this blending stump. A very small blending stump. It's very light. Still have a little chuckles and the tip over here. So I'm going to do a little very light drawing, play with the composition. Okay, like this. I know there is a catch the shadow on the right side. So I'm going to move the drawing a little bit more to the left, like this. So when you look at these objects, you almost instantly see that there is kind of constructive objects. It has two different shapes. One is on the top over here, look like this kind of shape. Look like a cone, very much. And the bottom looks like almost like a spear shape, right? Like this is good. So use this blending stump. It would serve as a light drawing tool. And also the background, I'm going to also give a little background on the top, so I will be able to make the top a light area to pop a little more. Let's start drawing with this chalk. Okay, let's take a look. First, I'm going to do a little bit more definitions of the composition. Just use the straight line. Okay, don't press it too hard, and you don't have to draw it exactly like that. If you want, you think that you can make a better shape by change something, and that is a good idea to go with your experiment. Okay, and come down over here and just take a look closely to see how the shape look like, and the stem on the top over here. And I'm gonna move the background, this line, a little bit higher, just a little here higher than the photo reference. Okay, and now the composition's already done on the paper. So what I'm gonna do now, we're going to go to the next step. We can spend a little time to check on the proportion. So take a look. Let's do a little proportion. Let's take a look. I'm going to use this brush and take a look at the proportion. Take a look at the height compared to the width to see what's the ratio. And whoa, okay, the height definitely is longer than the width. It's about this much longer from what I see. Compare the height, turn it to the width. Compare these two different lengths. So I'm gonna take this one and rotate it. Yeah, it's very much correct. Now what I want to do, I'm gonna go to the next step to start drawing the outline. I'm gonna draw over here. Just pay attention. 1 inch at a time. Don't rush it. No need to rush it. Okay, move it over here. Good. Now coming to this side. You know that in this step, you're gonna taking care of the accuracy of the outline, so that in the previous steps, you don't have to spend the time on that. Just focus on the big area, the big composition, big ratio, and so on. So coming to this side, little curve, just 1 little inch at a time, coming down like this. Now also going to draw the area for the catch the shadow. Let's take a look over here where the catch the shadow go to, right? It's about I think from here to here, we can divide, this is only 1/3 of the width over here. And in that case, just tap on it. So you can see 1, 2, 3. So over here is about this much. Okay. So this is about 1/3 of the width at the base. Okay. Now we're already done drawing the details, the outline. Very much is, we call it contour drawing. Okay, like that. Sometimes you think draw with a big chalk. You don't know, you cannot see with the contact of the page. You're gonna get used to it as you doing that more and more. Okay, what's the next step? Now we're gonna think about the color, the local color. First, we're going to place a little darker tone in the background, like this. That's good. So the background is become the middle tone, middle value in the whole drawing. Okay, what's the color of the yellow pear? And it's very much very light, the whole pear, the whole shape. Now I'm gonna apply the value for the cast shadow, like that. Alright, that's good. Now we define that 1, 2, 3. And we're going to leave the table to be just white. But just for the look of the drawing, we're going to just move that little chart, come down over here. You can define the picture space to be over here. And we can also do a little bit definitions at the bottom over here. This is good. What I want to do now, I'm going to use my finger and just blend it over to maybe the background. I don't want to remove the texture, just like that. Good, that's good. And what are we going to do next? We're going to draw the shadow area. So let's take a look over here. This whole area is the shadow area. So we talk about drawing shapes. When you're drawing shapes, you draw the area first, okay? And then fill in the value of the shape. Okay, now come down over here. This area at the bottom, also the shadow side. Now you can see the shape have been divided. We kind of force it to become light side and shadow side. And then after this step, that you're going to take a look at it and saying between this value and the outside value, between this value and this value, are they in the correct relationship? Do I want this to be almost look like the same value? Maybe not. In that case, you might want to make the outside darker or make the inside darker. In this case, I'm going to make the outside darker. There's just no correct solution. You can very much do one or the other way. Okay. Now I can define that the separation between that two. But when we talk about edges, we don't have to make all the edges look sharp, right? But over here, I do want some separation between that two. Okay. Maybe not too much, but this is good enough. Now this is good. And what about this side of the edge? Over here, I'm going to create a little bit edge, a little bit contrast. So I'm going to have the outside over here a little bit clear in this area. This is good. And at the bottom over here, this gap, I'm also going to define a little bit over here too. Okay, this is good. Now we're going to look into the shadow side or look into the light side. We're going to do some smaller shape inside those big shape. Let's do it in the shadow side first. Over here, this area, a little bit darker, like that. Okay, and then the outside over here, a little bit lighter. But it's okay, we're gonna leave that when we do that into the light side. And let's move up, come down over here. This area, a little bit tone it down a little bit, like the middle tone coming down over here. And this area is not exactly the highlight. So I'm going to make this a little bit, shade a little bit more, and come down over here. And there's a little bit reflected light at the bottom. We're going to take care of that later. Now take a look at the light side. In this area, there is a little bit, tone it down a little bit. And also, we're going to draw around the highlight. And the highlight is very much like that over here on the top. Now, take a look at that. I'm moving my block. So this side is cover, create the edge of the highlight, like that. That's good. Maybe a little bit too much over here. We can lift up a little bit. And then coming down over here, we're going to shade it over because I want everywhere else in the light side not compete with the highlight. Now over here, it's a little bit darker too. I'm going to just use the side of the chalk, just block it out. Okay, that's good. Now it looks like in the shadow side, I need to make these areas a little bit darker, this termination area a little bit darker, divided between the light side and the shadow side. Okay, that's good. Now we'll take a look at the edge over here again. And this side, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. Just take a look at that. I'm going to have this side a little sharper. I'm going to press this down toward the page. So I would create this effect. Do you see that? So have a sharper contrast. Okay, I'm going to move that in this direction like this. We don't have to make everywhere. It's the same edge. Okay, that's fine. Like that. Now, I'm going to looking at over here, the outside, the table over here. Maybe we can make it a little sharper, a little lighter over here. Now, first take a look at the catch the shadow area. Make the middle over here darker. So it looks like we are going to need help with some darker chalk, which is black chalk, the regular compressed charcoal, to create a little more definitions in the catch the shadow. Before we move forward, I'm going to let go some of the powder. Let's continue. Now we need to create a little bit more contrast. So I'm using black compressed charcoal. So over here, I'm going to have that a little bit darker. That's the stem. Okay. Have a little bit catch the shadow on this side. I will use the brown color. And at the bottom over here, I'm going to apply a little bit black compressed charcoal. Like that. Okay, now I come back to this dark brown chalk. Okay, that's good. And I come back over here to mix this color so that it's not look like it's an alien color. So I'm gonna there's a catch the shadow on the top over here. Now on the top over here, I do need a little bit separation. Instead of making the whole area on the back look darker, I'm going to use a little line to do it as a separation. A little bit, extend it from the edge, like that. And take a look on this side. And in the bottom here is a little bit graduate coming up like from dark to light. Now I'm going to use this nitty eraser, do a little bit fine tuning. And I'm going to have this edge a little bit lighter in here. Like that. A little bit lighter on the light side. But not so light. So I'm going to tone it down a little bit. So keep the highlight to be the lightest area. Okay. And over here, we can lift up a little bit light. So adjust the value. Now on the outside, I can clean up a little bit the outside over here. Make it a little bit lighter, like this. And on this side too, I want to have a little bit contrast. And the edge over here, I'm going to blur it over like this. This drawing exercise is finished. If you enjoyed these lessons, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on notification. I will see you in my next lesson.